Hello, hello, it's Tash and Ro.
Welcome to or welcome back to It's Saturday, your personal self-care pod where you can escape the work week and unwind with your two besties.
No matter what day of the week it is, but for us,
It's Saturday. Mm-hmm. All right.
I want to get cozy.
Yeah,
in
let's
here.
get comfy on this bish.
Let's get comfy. Oh, I'm going to turn my phone on D&D because Matt's texting me. Sorry.
Don't text, it's pod time.
Me,
Oh my God, we have
saw
so many
you.
freaking updates.
Whoa, we've been busy.
Busy.
Lots has
Summer's like
happened.
here, I feel like, because it's 30
summer's-
degrees.
It's like 35
Yeah.
degrees. There's like a heat wave right now, and I'm here for it.
I'm here for it.
We can stay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Last I saw you, Last I saw you, you were going to your conference.
Yes.
You gave your presentation.
Gave my presentation. I honestly, it was funny because waiting to go up, the anticipation is always the worst part.
Yeah.
You're waiting. You're like, am I next? Like what's happening?
You don't know what order you're in.
I did know the order, but the schedule was off by a lot. So I kept being like, I was supposed to present at 12, but now it's like 12:25.
That would have made me unwell.
Yeah. So I'm just waiting. And there's a podium and there's a mic, but there's no stand. So you have to hold the mic.
Okay.
So
You're
flashback
used
to
to
pod
that.
days. I was like, oh my God, I know how to hold the mic. Thank God. Because some people were holding it way too close to their mouth. I was like, you clearly don't have a podcast.
Yeah.
But no, it went really well. Once I got up there, I wasn't nervous at all, but it was the waiting part that was.
the build up.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it went well. I got some good like comments and things. No hard questions. There was one lady in the crowd that was asking a lot of questions, and I was like, "Oh shoot!" There's always one of them.
Yeah.
And then, but she got up and she just gave a nice comment. She didn't have a question, thank God.
Okay, good.
But yeah, no. Overall, it was fun. The
well.
conference itself, Montebello, is gorgeous. If you ever are in that area, definitely go check it out because honestly, it was so beautiful.
We always drive like by it to go to Tremblant, obviously, but I've never actually actually no, I've been in Montebello once for a rock fest in like 2014, but that was like in a fucking field to like see Blink-182 and like Billy Talent and stuff.
Wow.
But I never have explored it, but it looked so cute. In
It's
your
so
stories
beautiful.
And, your snaps.
And they have like one little downtown area where it's like one street.
strip.
It's just a street with like little cafes and like bars and cute little stores. Yeah.
Wow, and you had like a fancy dinner.
We had fancy dinners. Honestly, it was a buffet. There was like buffets every day, and I had dessert like every single meal, and yeah, it was bad. I was like, I need to leave this place. They had these maple crepes. They're like famous for these maple crepes.
God, I've never had
Every freaking morning, I'd be like, straight to the maple
Crepe
crepes.
o'clock.
Yeah, it was. Fuck, I had like I had a little bit of a come down after. I was like, what is going on? Coming home and being like, I'm not getting prepared food every morning.
Yeah.
Like, what's
At least
going
you
on?
came home and it was the weekend.
Yes.
So that was also probably nice because you always need a vacation, even though it wasn't a vacation, it was for work, but it was kind of like a little vacation.
It was a mini vacay.
And then you had a little break from it. And
Yeah.
then you got back to reality this week.
Yeah. So it was fun. It was good. And then what did you do while I was gone? You were working, but you had it in like a bridesmaid thing.
I had a bridesmaid thing. I got to try on my dress for the wedding I'm in this summer, and I'm obsessed with it.
Where's it from?
It's from Azazi.
I love Azazi.
If
Yeah.
you are a bride and you're trying to figure out where to get your dresses from, Azazi has literally thousands of options, thousands of colors, and it's so affordable. Like you'll get your dress from anywhere from like $80 to like $160.
Which is really good. And also I like that you can get like you can pick your color and then pick your style. So
Exactly.
bridesmaids can pick different styles.
Yeah.
That was one thing that I did not know about Azazi when I was picking my bridesmaids dresses. And it was hard to be like, I want this color palette, but it's hard to find different styles in that color palette, you know?
For
So
sure.
no,
this
it's
one has
really
a
good.
lot. So she's doing the vibe where we're all the same color, but just different dresses. And everyone's dresses like are very flattering for them. Everybody looks really good.
Oh, nice.
And we did a raclette, which have you ever done a raclette
No.
before? I had never heard of this until Louise like told me about it. So it's literally like these like grills that you have like inside and you like plug them in. And it's ideal to have two of them because one you want to have like your veggies and stuff on it. And then the other one you want to have like your meats. So like steak and like shrimp or like prosciutto, like cold cuts and stuff to cook on there. And then underneath they have these little like pockets like of these tiny little like pans, and you would put like bread or like cheese and things on there to like melt. And then it's basically like
A fondue like kind of grill.
it's kind of like a fondue / insane charcuterie.
Oh.
So it's like a charcuterie that you're like grilling stuff and like you're melting the cheeses. So it's insane. That was my second time doing it, and
Where do you get one of these things? Probably Stokes,
maybe Stokes, or like probably just even like Walmart or somewhere. I don't even think they're that expensive, but it's so handy to have, and you can use it outside or inside.
Oh my god!
And we just ate our faces off after we tried on our dresses.
Yeah, that's a good call.
And it was insane.
Oh, yum.
Yeah, it was really good. And then the next day we had our engagement photo shoot.
The one that you won, right?
The
From
one
a giveaway.
I won in a giveaway. I'm a lucky girl. Shout out to Oak and Ivory, Mallory. She was so fun to work with. Like, I felt like she was like my friend by the end of the shoot. I felt like I knew her for so long, and she was so great because I was worried, like, how am I gonna pose? Like, what am I gonna do? I feel like I'm gonna be awkward.
Yes.
She literally was like showing us, like, okay, this is kind of what we're going for in this spot. Like, put your arm here, put this there. Like, if you want to like freestyle, like, go ahead, but like this is like the inspo. And I'm like, need the inspo, like,
especially for the males, I find, because girls take pictures all the time, so it's easy for us to kind of figure out our pose, but for it to go together with the guy, sometimes it doesn't mesh.
And some stuff, like, I thought wasn't gonna look good, and I haven't got all the photos back, but seeing them on her camera, like, she'd be like, okay, go forehead to forehead and like nose to nose, and I'm like, this is so close and feels so awkward. Like, you know, when you're so close to someone, like their eyes look like one. I'm like, you look like a cyclops right now.
Yes,
like, we're so close, but they turned out really cute. Like, from what I saw on her camera, I can't wait to see all of them. And we brought Stark.
That's such a good idea. Wow.
Yeah, shout out to Matt. It was his idea.
Wow, that's such a good idea.
And yeah, it was just so much fun. So stay tuned. I'm gonna post a bunch of pics soon.
Post them on the pod account too.
Yeah. Should I?
Yes, 100%. 100%.
Stories.
Yes.
Yeah. Check out Mallory, Oak and Ivory. I think she actually like did a giveaway recently. She does giveaways every now and then. She's pretty new to the photography industry. I think she's been in the business for almost a year now.
Okay.
So she's trying to build her portfolio, and she's already booked for the whole summer for weddings.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, that's
honestly, and giveaway is a really good way to actually get your name out there.
Of course,
like, you posted about her, I follow her now. Like,
exactly.
It's an amazing way to just outreach, you know?
Yeah.
We had a really fun weekend too. Right after the conference I got back, we went to our friend Fahad's birthday. You couldn't come because you had your bridesmaid thing, but it was his 30th. And guys, so they live by the water in Elmer, Quebec, and his wife is just the most insane host I've ever. You warned me. You were like, girl, she goes hard. Like, she makes all this food.
She is amazing.
I was just not prepared for this level of food. Like, she made food for 500 people.
Yeah.
At one point, she had this salad and she goes, okay, I'm going to divvy up the salad. This salad could have fed 100 people. I go, Andrea, that salad's too big. We put it into a smaller container. And when I say smaller, like, that was still like a 50-person thing. And there was still like 3/4 of the salad left.
Wow.
And like the rice, and she made kebabs. And
yeah,
let me tell you, she can cook because she learned from his family. So she knows the spices. She knows how to actually make like kebabs like properly. She knows all the seasonings, everything. I was so impressed. I was taking notes from her. And I was like, damn, I usually don't take notes from people when I go to their house for cooking. But I'm like, literally like, wow, what are you putting in this? Okay.
Yeah. She's insane. Actually, she's so sweet. She sent me home, Matt home with leftovers.
I know. I was watching her put them away. I was like, this is so good.
Everything was phenomenal. Yeah. And like, literally, Fahad landed from Egypt. That's like an hour before the party started.
Yep.
And they were like up partying, I think, till like past midnight.
Yeah. So he was like, when we were leaving, I think it was like 11ish. He was like, yeah, it's like 6 a.m. or something. It was late for him.
Oh my gosh. He rallies.
Yeah. So
that looks so really fun. I really want to go to their place again because it's the view is unmatched. And like, their bedroom view is
no blinds. They wake up with the sun. We love it.
I bought an alarm clock to do that.
Yeah.
Like, they just do it.
That's so
They're
good.
just doing it live.
Just doing it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And then, guys, we had our first soccer game.
Oh my God. We're FIFA stars now.
We are FIFA stars. I take back all the shit I ever talked about soccer because that was so freaking fun.
So much fun. Like, the most fun I've had playing sport ever.
Yeah. Like, screw softball. Softball is so boring.
So much cardio. So at the beginning, I'm like, okay, when do we switch? Because we had to switch. And I didn't understand like how hard you're going to be running. I was like sprinting the entire time. I'm like, like every 3 minutes I'd be like, switch.
No, you were like, okay, the halves are like 25 minutes long. And Ramina's like, so I'll just stay on the first half and then you go on the next half. And I'm like, Ramina, we're going to be switching out every like 5 minutes.
George literally goes, 25 minutes. Like, you won't even last 3 minutes. Literally 3 minutes later, I'm like,
you're just like sprinting. You're running forwards, running backwards. Like, it was really fun. That team was really good.
They were really good.
We lost 3-0, but
The first half we were 1-0, and then the last 2 goals were kind of just like slip ups. Yeah. I feel like because honestly, Willie was such a good goalie.
That was his first soccer
It should have been
ever.
like 12-0, honestly.
Can you believe that was his first soccer game ever?
He's so good.
It is insane how good he was.
No, I didn't. I was like, you've played professional soccer.
Yeah,
like you are on a team.
You are a soccer star.
Yeah.
Like you should quit your job and join FIFA. You're so good. Yeah. I need to get some cuter like soccer fits. You guys all rolled up with. You looked like you played soccer your whole life. You had the cutest like soccer outfit. I was like, shit, I need to get some cute soccer clothes.
So old. This stuff, like my thing was like falling apart. I'm like,
you look the part.
Thank you. Fake it till you make it. All right. If you even like the outfits. But honestly, I encourage anyone who is like, I want to do like a sport or activity, or I want to be active this summer to just go sign up for a co-ed sport.
Yeah.
And you don't have to be good. We weren't great, but we were just running around trying our best.
And that's fun.
And that's like who cares? Like no one was judging you about being bad. Who cares?
No, not at all. There's also this thing too that you can do that's like any sports where like every week that you play, it switches the sport. So we play soccer this week. Next week is volleyball. The week after softball. There's leagues that do that. So that way, if you don't want to commit to like, oh, I don't want to just play soccer. I don't want to just do softball. You can like do a different sport every week.
I didn't know that. Too. Okay. Damn. Yeah. Get out there, man. Like get out there.
It was such a beautiful night. The sunset was stunning. Yeah. It was really nice.
It was nice.
Also, Romina went to my laser girl. So tell me your laser experience.
Oh my God. So Tash was like, hey, I'm getting laser on my underarms. And I'm like, that is such a good idea. Yeah. I want to do that because why are we shaving our armpits? Like and it's one of those areas where you have to shave so regularly because like you can get away with not shaving your legs if it's winter or whatever. Yeah. But you're like, you always have to shave your armpits.
No, you're going to the gym.
Like you're raising your arms. So you're
at presentations or raising your hand and your heart's beating really fast and I don't want to hit your armpit on top of that. So I'm getting laser on my armpits.
Oh my God. But honestly, it went really well. It doesn't hurt today. It didn't hurt really that much. It felt the pain is like a hot needle, like if they warmed
like
up
a hot
needle.
Rubber band.
Yeah, and it's kind of just like a little stinging a little bit, but not too bad.
You said that, but I thought it hurt.
Okay.
Like I was like at the end of it, I was like, are you almost done? Like, ow.
I just feel like waxing hurts so much for me that I'm like, this is just a joke compared to waxing. Like I don't know, like waxing for me hurts.
It's different. Yeah.
Or even like threading my eyebrows hurt more than that.
Oh my God. I did that once like years ago when I was like 18 and I almost cried.
So yeah, threading eyebrows, I would say the pain of threading eyebrows was worse than laser.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you're like getting your eyebrows threaded, you're going to be fine.
Yeah. Just get laser. That bad.
Yeah.
I want to laser everything below my eyebrows.
Yeah. I just want everything.
Just take it all off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what you have to do if you're blonde, you can't really do laser, which is unfortunate. But also, you don't want to wait until like way later in life because if you start to go gray and your hairs grow gray, then you also can't laser.
Yes, and your hormone levels do impact like your hair growth. So she did mention that later, like you could get laser and then be good after like 5 or 6 sessions and be like, I'm done, my underarm hits. But then later, like if you get pregnant or whatever, hormone changes will like fluctuate and new hair follicles will hop up.
So annoying.
I know, it is really annoying. Also, males go and see her because I was asking about that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So some people get, I don't know, like their chest lasered.
Or like maybe their back.
Or like even their lineup of their face, maybe. I don't know. I feel like you could do a lot.
Yeah, even like my wax lady, I'm like, do you get a lot of guys that wax? And she's like, not a lot, but like guys come and get waxed. And I'm like,
how does that work?
I don't know. She says they just like cover it. She's like, it's just like anything. Like I don't look at your stuff. I don't look at their stuff. Like I'm just there to do my job. And like they're just holding it. And I'm like, weird. Not for me. No.
Like, even when I'm getting a massage and it's a male, I'm like, oh, this is weird.
Yeah,
you know?
no, I would only want to go.
Yeah.
And I just feel like girls have a nicer touch for like massages too.
Yeah, sometimes they're aggressive, the guys. You're like, ow.
Yeah, I'm like, chicha. Okay, last update, guys. We are going away this weekend and we're having a special guest record with us on the weekend. So our episode, not this Saturday, but the following Saturday is going to be a very special guest.
Yeah, we're actually leaving. No, I was about to say leaving the country. We're leaving the city.
We're leaving the city to see this person, to have them on the pod because they're just so fucking cool and so interesting. And
you're going to love them.
Yeah.
If you don't already know them, but it's going to be good.
It's going to be
good. I'm excited. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
All right, let's get into it.
All right, so let's get into some stories. This is a big one. I don't know about you after soccer or just lately, but I'm sorry, but Why the hell do mosquitoes exist?
They are so bad. This year I find versus any other years, like they've been really bad this year.
Like a Saturday night when I was at Louise's, we were drinking outside before we were eating, and we were outside for like 20 minutes. I had like 40 mosquito bites the next day.
Farzad had 6 mosquito bites around his ankle, and then during soccer, putting like his like, it was like, oh, it was painful.
So like, why? I'm actually gonna Google like why.
I think it's just like part of the ecosystem because frogs probably eat them and like amphibians.
Well, what else can they eat? Other shit. Why do mosquitoes exist? Ecosystem.
Biodiversity. I don't know.
They form important source of biomass in the food chain, serving as food for fish as larvae, and for birds, bats, and frogs, and adult flies. Okay, well,
they suck.
They're still a little bit rude. Like, can they eat something else?
And I feel like those things that are supposed to like zap them, or like the whatever it's called, the fluid that you can put in the air. What is it called? Not neocitrin. Whatever it's called. Neocitrin's
yeah, like the candles and shit you can buy. Yeah, those don't work.
Those don't fucking work.
No,
I'm always turning them on, and I'm like, the mosquitoes are going towards those.
Also, there's no mosquitoes in Vancouver. Like in BC, there's no mosquitoes.
Is it because of no? But it's more humid in Vancouver. That makes no sense.
I don't know.
I don't know if someone's listening to this and understands this shit. Let us know, because
or if you have any like home remedies for mosquito bites, or if there's like certain things you can eat to like keep mosquitoes away. Like, I don't know.
I do find compared to Farzad, I get way less mosquito bites. Like I'm just more, or if I do get bitten, it doesn't flare up as much as his.
I know some people like they're like allergic, like it goes really big.
Because I know it like certain blood types, like certain mosquitoes don't like or aren't attracted to.
What's your blood type? Do you know?
Mine's O positive.
Okay, I don't know what I am. That's the good one though, right?
Yeah,
like you can accept everyone's. Yeah, but you can only give to.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm like, I should know this.
Okay.
Whatever.
Also, okay.
It's not a science pod, guys. Don't listen for science related things.
That's our other podcast.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but headbutting soccer balls is not okay.
It hurts so bad.
I got a headache watching like Carlo and Farzad and everyone headbutting the soccer ball.
Yeah, Farzad was like, let's practice. He was like throwing towards my head. I was like, ow. I did hit it once and I was like, no, I'm not doing this again.
And people can get control some of them had. I'm like, what the heck?
There's a certain part of your head you have to use. Otherwise, it's like
where I
like
don't.
Right here, I think.
My goal this season for us is to not hit a ball with my head.
Mine is just to not get hurt.
Yeah.
I don't want to get injured.
Literally, we were playing and this one guy was like charging at me and I was in front of the net and he literally could have shot it and it probably would have hit me, but also may have went into the net. But he literally like froze and like stopped the shot and like went around me instead. He's like, I didn't want to hit you. And I'm like, God bless. Like, thank you for having mercy. Because I don't think the girls on the team would have had mercy. They were intense.
They were intense.
They were really intense.
Yeah. Oh my God. That's so funny.
Okay. And last thing, I guess I have all the stories this week. Recently our lock code on our front door, like the hatch thing, like broke and we're waiting to get a new one. So we have a key right now. And I'm sorry, but keys fucking suck. We don't have a key on ours either. I know.
And it's amazing because remembering a key is just it's another thing you have to remember. Even car keys are fucking annoying.
I know. Remembering the key. And then also like I was forgetting like which way, like, okay, like left's leaving, like right's returning. I'm like, I don't remember to do this. I'm like dropping the key. I'm like, this sucks.
Yeah.
Like keys just should not exist anymore.
So I saw that there's a car. I forget where it was. I think it was like an Audi or something. And it's like fingerprint now to open it. But I feel like
the seams could be like kind of sus.
Yeah, though. I feel like people could probably
like the kind of fob where it's like if it's in your pocket and like the car will open. Like those are sick.
Yeah, those are sick.
Yeah, I don't want to press a button anymore. I just want to have it in my purse and then I'm like fine.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Keys are really freaking annoying.
It's really annoying.
Okay, so let's jump into social sec because I have some cool things I want to talk about. So Gmail is incorporated. So AI is like getting incorporated to everything now. I feel like the moon and the sun, it's just like AI. But there is this thing called Help Me Write that Gmail is incorporating AI into their like email system where it's a personal tool that help you draft emails. Okay. But the cool part is that, so let's say you're emailing back and forth a airline company and you're trying to get your money back because they screwed you over.
Oh, yeah.
It can actually use data from your emails to actually help you draft the email to be like,
so you don't have to go back.
Exactly. So it can like find your flight number. It can figure out the exact dates of your flights. It can figure out the last time you emailed them. Like, and you can write little prompts and it could actually use data that it has from your emails to help
that saves
you write.
You so much time.
It does.
Wow, that's sick. Have you tried using it? Is this already coming out?
So
or?
I think it's either out or not, or coming out. I actually don't use Gmail for work. I use Outlook, so I haven't used it.
Okay, I have Gmail, so I can see.
I have Gmail, but I don't use it for work. It's just for like, well, the pod, but other than that,
that's
we should
super
try
helpful.
it. Yeah, so.
Okay, speaking of ChatGPT, the girls that are bridesmaids that I was hanging out with on the weekend, they're also teachers, and one of them is a high school teacher, and obviously AI just comes up so much in ChatGPT. So I was like, what's it like being a teacher right now with like ChatGPT? Like, are you having a lot of issues with like plagiarism, like technically, or like what's going on? She's like, it's a massive problem. Like all the students are basically using ChatGPT to like write their essays, like write their presentations. But she's saying they have a tool that can like detect if it's ChatGPT or not.
How do they do that though? That's what I
forget the
know.
name of what it was. I'll message her and ask her. She's like, I don't know, but you just like copy it, put it in, and it like can tell you. Because maybe these kids are kind of dumb and they're just like copy and pasting it right from chat instead of like, you know what, somewhat altering it to make it their own. I don't know if that would make a difference or not, but she has a tool that can tell you if it's ChatGPT or not.
Okay. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
and the thing is, I feel like the way ChatGPT writes is so different than how children that age would write.
Yeah, it'd be pretty obvious.
So obvious that's not what you wrote.
Yeah,
you know,
like you're not that smart.
Unless what you did with ChatGPT is fed it a bunch of your work from before, and it's like, this is my writing style.
Yeah,
this is how I write. So write me something with that writing style.
Yeah, write it at like a 10th grade level.
Yes, yeah,
kind of thing instead of like this academic.
And if there's no mistakes in it, then probably it was
exactly
ChatGPT,
right. That's probably another thing too. Like no grammatical errors, like nothing is wrong. Like obviously a grade 9 student didn't write that. Yeah, but I thought that was really cool. I was like,
that is cool.
Like,
oh my gosh,
it's taking over.
Okay, and then another thing too is iOS 17 is coming out soon, or
oh my goodness,
because it's iOS 16 right now, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
I feel like 16 just came out.
Yeah, so there's an iOS 17 is coming out, and there's going to be a new journal app.
Oh, mindfulness. That's
and
cool.
It's a way for you to track your habits, just to journal daily things. But the cool thing is, and it's kind of scary actually, is like it will track like who you're spending time with. So it will tell you like you've been spending too much time with this so-and-so this month, or you haven't seen your family a lot this month, or like whatever. It will actually give you suggestions based on your
like
habits
or
you're tracking through the app. So like, let's say you're journaling and you're saying, I don't know if it's either using location or find my friends, or it didn't really go into specifics, or if it's like you're saying, hey, today I hung out with Tash and we recorded the pod. Yeah. Then tomorrow I did this and whatever. Okay. Then it will like give you monthly summaries of like, this month you hung out with this person a lot, or you didn't see this person at all. Whoa. And it will give you suggestions on people maybe you should catch up with, or people that maybe you've spent a lot of time with. Maybe you spend a lot of time with your partner, or you didn't spend enough time with your partner.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, or you didn't spend enough time alone. Like it'll literally tell you.
I'm so interested to know how it's tracking all
I
this.
think it's I think it's a combination of a few different things, but we should definitely like try it as soon as it comes out.
For sure. And I feel like a lot of people like look to purchase like those kinds of like habit tracker journaling apps. So to eliminate that and just already have it in your phone.
Yeah, especially like a habit tracker too. Probably be like, you're drinking too much. You're not sleeping enough.
You're at standard way too much.
Yeah, stop going there.
Okay, that's gonna be really
probably money too. Like if it could connect somehow to like your spending, that could be cool. But also, every cool function that it has is also scary. Because,
of course, because it's like, how do you know that?
How do you know that if someone hacks you? Like, I don't know, that's scary. But
okay, last thing. Have you ever come across like the Zara Hall TikTok niche?
Sometimes, yeah, I have.
It's so great.
Yeah.
Like I literally liked one Zara haul, and then my entire algorithm was just like a bunch of hauls, and it influenced me to go to the website and like buy stuff because seeing the stuff on people versus the Zara website is like night and day. I was like, I bought this really nice dress that I want to wear to a wedding this summer, but if I had just saw what it looked like on the Zara website, there's no way I would have bought in it. And to see it on like a person just like walking around instead of being posed like all weird, or sometimes they don't even have models for some of the clothing. Yeah. It's like, damn, like this was so helpful.
Honestly, they do that for Shein too. And they put the product codes at the bottom.
Oh, do they? There's a Shein niche.
There's
haul?
a Shein haul too. Honestly, there's every website like you can think of online. There are hauls on TikTok.
Fuck, why aren't we making those TikToks? Like,
seriously,
we literally could. I literally just put a Shein order for Escapade. Like I should do a haul.
Literally, I'm just like.
Yeah.
No, it's not good.
Why don't we get those Sheen points? Like we should try to get those Sheen points.
I seriously.
Actually, we
oh my
don't
God,
need it.
no.
It's so cheap.
Yeah, it really is. I've
Points.
never used Sheen points. I don't know where to put them in. Did you know it's free returns though across Canada?
Yeah.
So that and it's free. Like they literally print you. It's kind of like Amazon. You print a little like return thing, you would drop it off at the post office.
Usually I'm like, this was $4.
I know,
like,
that's the
my
thing.
time is more expensive than
Yes.
that.
Like I bought a bunch of stuff and I was like, all this is trash. Like I was like, none of this is good. So I just
donate it.
So I like gave up return that. But usually I'm like, I'm not returning this.
Yeah.
It's
If it's like one thing, I'm like, I'm not returning that.
Yes.
No, there's no way.
There's no way. Yeah.
Yeah. But I find usually like my ratio for hit or miss with Shein is like 9 times out of 10 it's a hit, and then 1 time it's a miss. So yes. It's like whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's get into some random ass shit.
Yes.
So I just realized recently like how insane Ironman races are. Like, do you know what the components of an Ironman race is?
No, I don't think I've ever even seen one.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so it involves a marathon.
Okay.
Like running like
I already hate it.
Yeah. Already not signing up
don't
for that.
Don't want to do that.
A 2.4 mile swim, so basically like a 5 kilometer swim, which is what you start with, right? So you start with the swim. You're getting wet immediately. I can't even swim like across my pool.
I would literally drown.
I can't.
No.
And you have like up to 2 hours to complete the swim, or you're disqualified. Imagine being swimming for 2 hours
and then trying to run a marathon.
No, yeah, but then before that, so you swim for 2.6 miles, so about 5 kilometers. Then you do a 112-mile bicycle ride, so like over 200 clicks for a bicycle ride. That's like a 6-hour bike ride.
Any one of these things is insane. You're telling me that these people do them all together?
Yeah, they do the swim, and then they do the bike ride, and then they run a marathon.
Oh my God.
It's about a 12-hour day.
Oh my God.
It's absolutely insane. So like we watched this YouTuber, his name's Cody Ko, and he was training for an Ironman, and he recently did it. And then it just clicked in on me. Like my physiotherapist also does marathons, and I was just like, wait, I didn't realize you were doing all of that shit. Like that's crazy. Like I feel like your body would like break down and fall apart. How do you train for that?
I don't know. Because the thing is, you can't overtrain too because you're going to injure yourself. So you can't be like doing that race every time. So how would you know that you're going to be able to do it all together?
Yeah. And there's a big one in Tremblant that happens every year. There's like the Tremblant Ironman that happens I think it's in August. And I've been there a few times like while it's happening, but it's so busy. We usually don't like to go during that time. But it's interesting because like the demographic of people that are doing it are usually quite older.
Really?
Yeah. It's like people in their like 50s, 60s, like
it's like they're like, I want to climb Mount Everest,
which
or
is
like,
amazing.
You know?
Like imagine doing that in your like 50s or 60s. Like I can't do that now. I'm so sore after soccer. My body's like falling apart.
I literally couldn't do anything today. I was like, my legs are so sore from soccer, and that was like 3 days ago.
I was more sore today than I was yesterday.
Me too. We didn't run a marathon. We barely ran for 5 minutes.
Barely even made it past half.
And there's this tiny court. Oh my God, that's too funny. Okay, I recently bought something on Amazon that I feel like all the girlies need to get. Okay. And I was always looking on TikToks. And I'm like, okay, am I this girl? But hair rollers, like, you know, the hair rollers that your mom or parents would have, and they're like the old school ones.
Yeah. I always see those, and I always want them.
Honestly, so I was like influenced to just get them from some girl on TikTok was like showing how to use it. But essentially, I did it today for like 5 minutes. You really don't even need to leave it in for that long. It's mainly for my bangs. I feel like sometimes like bangs really like fall flat.
Okay.
But what I do is I'll blow dry my hair, and then I'll like either straighten it or curl it or whatever, and then right when it's hot you grab the hair roller and you kind of just like, maybe I'll do a little tutorial video.
Oh my gosh,
and you just like put it up, and there's little clips, and then when you do your makeup you leave it on while you're doing your makeup. It's like a way of like keeping it up, and then you take it out and your hair has like instant volume.
Okay.
So it's a nice way, instead of just like you have a lot of volume in your hair, but sometimes I feel like you have to back comb your hair to get like it to go up a bit.
I never do that.
Yeah. You have just voluminous hair. For the girls who don't have a lot of volume, this is like your best friend.
That's a lot of people. Sometimes I'm like, I feel like my hair gets too poofy. Like if I have an event I'm going to, like for example, we're going to Toronto on Friday. I don't like having my hair washed the day of an event. Like it needs to be a day or two before. So I'm going to wash my hair tomorrow. Because the day that I wash it, I find it's like just too up. Like it's too much, and I want to fall a bit. So I have to wash it like a day or two before I want to do a certain event so that it will like fall and be less.
Okay, maybe you don't need this then.
Imagine I just have like
You're just
big ass fucking Gretchen Wiener's hair.
What did I do? Why did Romina tell me to put hair rollers in?
It looks cool though, and I always wondered like how it stayed. It makes sense. There's just a little clip.
It's a little clip, and if you have the air wrap, my friend at the conference had the shark air wrap dupe. And it was so handy. I need to buy it. It's like $300. I'm like, oh, do I really want to pull the trigger? But you can literally do your hair in like 5 minutes, especially for you with your hair. Like it literally just like blow dries and curls at the same time.
I should get that for myself for my birthday this year.
Honestly, it's an investment, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
I think. And if you have the hair rollers too, what you do is you use the air wrap and then you use the freaking hair curlers and you clip it.
And then it will just be curly after.
It'll be curly.
Wow. Please do a tutorial.
Yeah. I'll do it next time. Maybe I'll just like try it on one piece for you. We'll just leave it in.
Yeah, that could be fun.
During the pod.
Oh.
Yeah. During the pod, just leave it in.
Okay, let me know if this ever happens to you, if you feel the same way. So recently we went to Matt's parents' place to like pick up some spaghetti sauce. And I find that every time we go over to like, every time you go to your in-laws and you're going to like pick up one thing, or you're not even going to pick up something, you're just going there, you always leave with like a bag full of amazing things.
I cannot relate to this more because we went to go, Farz's family like literally grows like tomato plants from seed. So now they have literally 20 tomato plants and they're like, we have tomato plants for you. So we went to go pick them up and then he gets eggs from the farm and he gets yogurt and he gets all this stuff and he comes back with like a Costco
run, right?
Like, oh my God, this is
like,
amazing.
Do you need a watermelon? Do you need Lysol wipes? Like, oh, Stark's out of treats. Like, here's a bunch of treats. Like, oh, we just went and got this. I'm like, thank you so much. Like, you just saved me like $200.
Literally. It's so nice. It's so
nice.
Yeah. I went to see my mom yesterday, actually. It reminds me. And she was like getting rid of all her like older clothes. And my mom has the best style. So I'm like, don't throw anything out because it's all like Zara. It's all like high-end stuff or like Toxic, that store from Bayshore that closed from years ago. And she's like, this is just not my style anymore. I'm like getting older. And I'm like, I'll take all your like clubbing outfits. Thank you so much. So I like took a bunch of stuff from her. I'm like, don't ever throw anything out. And we have like the same size feet, which is really handy.
Wow.
So I left my mom's house with a bunch of stuff. Like I was leaving the in-laws with a bunch of stuff.
Bunch of clothes.
I went shopping.
Yeah, I ran into your mom yesterday at our laser appointment and she looked so good.
She always looks good. She always looks good.
She looked like she was like just going like out to like a nice dinner. She's like, I just finished work. I'm like, you go to work like that? Like, you look amazing. I go to work in leggings.
Yeah,
like,
she always, and then we were just like walking around. She saw people that she knew because being a hairstylist, you just know so many people. So she, literally we're like at LCBO grabbing a bottle of wine and someone's like, Fatima. And we turn around and I'm like, why do you always see someone you know? And they're always like, this is my daughter. Girl. And I'm like, oh, here we go. Oh my God, I love it.
Okay, wait, speaking of clothes, I saw also that, like, remember how we'd be like, oh, what are you gonna wear out tonight? And it's like, oh, I'm gonna wear jeans and a cute top.
Jeans and a cute top.
Jeans and a cutish top. Jeans and a cute shirt.
What is that? What is the cute top? We don't know.
We don't know. But apparently, like now with like Gen Z, it's no longer jeans and a cute top. It's fun pants and a shirt. So you wear like some, you know, Gen Z just has like baggy, like fun, like weird kind of pants, and then they'll wear just like a white or black tank top. That's their jeans and a cute top.
That's so funny because I find when the guys are going out, they'll say fun. Gerp always says, what are you wearing? Fun pants. They're like checkered pants. And
oh my God.
So is he Gen Z? I don't know. He's trying to be Gen Z.
No more jeans and a cute top, guys.
No more
just
jeans.
Fun pants and a shirt.
We're going to start saying that. My fun pants are just going to be black jeans.
It's going to be like cargo pants. I'm like, this is fun for me.
This is so out of my comfort zone. I'm wearing fun pants. Oh my God, that's so funny. I love it. Okay, the most dramatic thing happened the past few days with my dog, and I just have to like tell you this story because it's freaking insane. So a few days ago, I think there's a nest, a bird nest, like in our hedges somewhere. Okay. And Nova's like pretty much always outside during the days when we're at work. Like she just loves like sitting and looking at the animals, whatever. So we were actually outside on our lunch break and I went inside to grab her water. And then I hear Farzad like, and I'm like, what the heck's going on? So I go outside. I guess one of the baby chicks from the bird's nest fell out of the nest on the floor, on the ground. And Nova just like, obviously is a dog and thinks this is like a toy or something. She grabbed it and just threw it back and forth.
The baby bird.
And I'm like, it's freaking dead,
No, it's gonna
probably.
die. Yeah,
it's probably
it's dead.
dead. So we look at it and it's not dead. It's literally like eyes are wide open, just sitting there.
What do you do?
So then we were confused on what to do. Meanwhile, there is about 20 birds now roaming around us, like,
they're mad.
and they're all like literally above us. And I look fast, I'm like, we're about to get attacked by these birds because like they were just calling all these different species of birds. Like they weren't even the same species as this bird.
Seagulls, eagles, like
freaking
pigeons,
parrots. They were like surrounding us. So I'm like, let's go inside. This is scary. So we go inside and we hear like the birds are making these bird call, and we're like, what's going on? 3 minutes later, the bird call stops. Like they stop doing their ha ha. This bird, the baby bird, gets up. Literally was playing dead. Gets up and just like hops away. Like doesn't fly away because it was like still kind of new, but it literally just it was playing dead. It was literally like this. And then
I guess
as soon
it's
as,
just
like the bird call stopped, it like got itself up and hopped out.
Maybe they were like, play dead, play dead, play
Literally.
dead.
It was.
Maybe that's what you're like it's supposed to do.
We were watching this from our window, like it was a National Geographic. We're
That's
like, what is going on? What is going on?
One time at my old school, like we found like a bird that was like we thought was really injured because it was just like hopping around. Like it also fell from the tree and it was just like moping around. So we like put it in like a little box to like take care of it. And we're like, well, what are we gonna do? Like where do we bring it, or what's the plan of action? And we like called like some sort of like pet whatever, like telehealth for pets, and we're like, what do we do? They're like, nothing, like you have to just leave it there, and if it survives, it survives, and if it doesn't, like it doesn't. And we're like, oh my god. So we left it alone, and then the same thing, like 10 minutes later, this motherfucker just like flew away.
So
like,
wait, like is
like,
this just like a tactic for birds?
I don't know.
Anyway, but that was the first National Geographic moment.
Oh, there's more.
Then today, this morning, there's a squirrel like in our backyard, and we had just gotten back from a walk, and we still like had her leash. We like took her leash off, like she's in the backyard, and there's a squirrel there, and we were just joking around. We were always like, oh, look at that. Oh, what is that? You know, like you see like a thing. Squirrels are usually on trees, so we're like, it's never gonna, like Nova's never caught a squirrel because they're on trees.
Oh my
this
God.
freaking squirrel, Nova barks, the squirrel gets scared, I guess, falls out of the tree. Nova goes, grabs the squirrel, starts throwing it around. There's blood everywhere. I'm like screaming. I'm like, leave it.
The squirrel's blood.
Squirrel's blood.
Oh my God.
And then thank God she has like all her shots and stuff. I was like, this is terrifying. And then, but then the squirrel isn't dead. So we say, leave it. The squirrel like limps away, and then Nova's just sitting there like literally blood in her mouth. She has a scratch on her nose. I'm like, girl, you just need to calm down and stop attacking these freaking animals. Like this is
Next
insane.
is gonna be a raccoon or a skunk, and that's not gonna be fun.
It doesn't help that all of our dogs' toys look like these little animals.
That's
you know what I mean?
Okay, so one of our family friends is a dog trainer, and she was saying that exact same thing. She's like, people get mad that dogs like chase after squirrels or chased after this or that when we make toys for them that are replications of those animals,
and they make squeaking noises.
Exactly.
And the squirrel was making squeaking noises.
Oh my God.
And Nova was getting like more excited because that's what her toys do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They get stoked when they hear that noise.
Yeah,
They're like, oh. And it's like probably crunchy too, like my toy, but that's its bones. Oh my God. Nova. But you know what? She's a husky, and they're hunters.
They're hunters, yeah. She's like pretty much a wolf at this point.
Pretty much. I bet you if you did like the DNA testing in her, she might have some wolf in her.
Yeah. Crazy. But
wow.
Anyway, so that's what you get for having a dog.
Yeah.
A big dog, and not like a little dog, you know?
Yeah. And a badass dog. Not a little bitch dog.
Oh my God.
Okay, let's do a bit of showtime because you've been watching a show that I need to get into. So tell me the new obsession.
God. Okay, so Sarah, who listens to the pod too, will understand this. So we started watching F1 Drive to Survive on Netflix. It's like a reality show docu-series. Oh. It's the only reality show that you need to watch on Netflix. It's the only good one because all the other ones, Love is Blind, they're trash.
Yeah,
this
so
is
boring.
So good. The guys, the F1 drivers are all so good looking. They're all so hot, charming. And the sport itself, so I did not know this. It is the only sport where there's only 20 seats in the entire sport. So there's 20 spots.
In the whole world.
In the whole world to be on an F1 team. There's 10 teams. Whoa. Each team has 2 drivers. And so like there's Mercedes. So Mercedes is at the top, then it's Ferrari, then it's Red Bull. Those 3 are the like top 3.
Oh, we're with Red Bull.
Yeah. Well, I was like, my employer? Thank you so much. How we go? So there's 10 teams, and each team has 2 drivers. But even though like the drivers can be on the same team, they're not really teammates because it's actually just a one one-on-one.
So is one like a sub-in kind of?
No, like so all 20 are racing at once, but each team is invested in 2 drivers. But it's kind of bad because sometimes the drivers actually are like they don't like each other because they're kind of like competing against each other.
You're not
because
first, you're last.
Exactly, because they're getting compared by each other. Like Red Bull's 2 drivers, like if one of them comes in 3rd, the other one comes in 6th, like that one comes in 6th is going to look worse. So but anyway, so then if you place it anywhere from 1st to 10th, you get points.
First to 10th. So
first to 10th. Okay. But then 11th to 20th, you get no points. And these like races are like literally 2 hours long. Yeah. So it's kind of crazy. In the first 5 seconds, a lot of the cars just break down and you're like, this is so sad. Literally they'll explode or like they'll hit the wall. Like it's insane. It's the only sport. It's the only sport that I can think of where you could as a professional person, like put all this work into becoming the best at something. But then if like your car breaks down,
fails you,
then you're like one of the drivers, they were pitting and like they were at a pit stop where they changed their tires and the guy put on his tire too loose. So he didn't put it on properly. So he starts driving away and he's like, my tire's too loose. So he had to, so he got fucked. He got to come back and like, and then
you're done. Unless everyone else fucks up after that, you're done.
2 seconds. So the pit stops are each 2 seconds long.
1, 2.
1, 2, they're done. And it's like 10 seconds in a race is you'll lose in 10 seconds. Yeah. Like if you're like, if you go to the side for 10 seconds and you need to like fix something, you're pretty much out.
Okay, wait, when you say a pit stop is 2 seconds,
like they change their freaking tires
in 2 seconds.
In 2 seconds.
This is real time.
Real time. Like when you watch these pit stops, you're like 1, 2.
2.
Like it's done.
It's changed.
Insane.
What?
It's
I
insane.
Need to watch it.
You need to watch it. Like literally there's 5 seasons. We are on
5?
Season 2. Yeah.
Oh my God. I've never heard of this show.
All of my coworkers were talking about it at the conference and I was like, okay, guys, come on. How good is the show? Yeah. They're like, Romina, you need to watch the show. You're going to be obsessed. And I was like, I don't think so. I'm fully invested in all of like Lewis Hamilton, like Daniel Rodrigo.
So
I like know that
FIFA F1 girly now.
They're so I get the hype. I get it.
How do you get into like how do you become
Go-karting. Really? Freaking go-karting. I know.
No.
Literally go-karting.
I worked at a go-kart place when I was 16. Thunderbird Golf and Go-Karts. Remember? On Conroy?
You could have literally been
I was afraid of them. Okay. I sold the tickets. But maybe one of those guys that worked there will maybe be in F1 one day.
But the thing is that's crazy too is that it's so money based. So like the teams like Ferrari and Mercedes have like $300 million that they can put towards a car, whereas like a smaller team like Haas or one of the other small teams don't have that much money.
Yeah.
So in the newer season, I know that they've put like restrictions on how much money you can put. But in the seasons that we're watching, there was no cap on spending. So some teams are spending like $500 million and then other teams only have like $50 million.
Only.
Yeah.
Wow.
So obviously their cars aren't going to even like come close to like, racing.
It's just totally unfair.
It's really unfair. Like economically, like there's a huge imbalance and it's crazy. Yeah.
And then so are there any like racers that you really like right now?
Lewis Hamilton
he's Mercedes.
He's Mercedes. Daniel Rodrigo, I think. What's his last name? Yeah, Ricardo. Daniel Ricardo. You know, he was on Red Bull and then he switched to Renault. But I think he's back at Red Bull now. I'm not too sure because we're only on season 2. Who else? There's like they're all honestly so good looking. Like,
is that a prerequisite? You have to be good looking.
I think so because you have to.
Female drivers.
So they're not in F1. I think there's like F3 and 4. Yeah, seriously.
There is tiers. There's F2, F3, F4.
Yeah. So F1's the best, but there's like 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. And do those ones? Sorry, I'm asking all these questions because you're the pro now.
No.
Does like F2 only have 20 drivers as well?
I think so. Yeah, I think most of them all have 20 drivers. Yeah, it's honestly so crazy, and they have to do these crazy like mental preparations, like reaction speeds. So like they'll like drop a ball and they have to catch it, or like flashing lights and they have to like press a button because everything's a reaction.
Yeah.
And usually they'll cap out at like 30 years old. Like your reaction speed isn't as good as when you're 20.
So you're young. You're young and rich and hot.
You're all like 21, 22.
But you're also short.
You have to be pretty short and lean. You have to be like pretty lean.
Okay.
Because if you are too heavy, then you're going to weigh down the car.
Oh my gosh.
So they can't work out too much.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, I might have to watch this.
Honestly,
now.
watch it. You won't
My
be
reality
disappointed.
TV binge is almost over with certain shows ending. So
And Matt will watch it with you.
I think he would watch this.
He will,
likes
because
that
Farzad
one.
loves this show, and he
Okay.
doesn't like reality TV, but he's like,
Yeah.
holy shit, this is insane. Like there's so much drama that you were
Yeah.
like, wait, what? How is there so much drama?
Okay, speaking of reality TV,
Yeah.
Love Island should be coming out soon. No, like the
It
next
is.
one.
They've released, I think, just the
Did they release the cast?
like the starting cast? Yeah.
Really? Did you see?
I saw like 2 of the people. They were kind of meh.
Oh, I
Yeah.
was really hoping that this cast was gonna be really, really hot.
I haven't seen everyone though, so I don't know. They
Okay.
could be hot people, but
Okay.
yeah. Okay, so guys, watch F1. It's really
Watch
freaking
F1.
good. What else? Full Send, Escapade.
Guys, the lineup came out like a few days ago.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, who are you excited to see?
I'm excited to see Nora En Pure, Chammy.
Okay, why does he have a T at the front of his name?
I have no idea.
I'm
Chris
excited to
Lake.
see Oliver Heldens.
Oh, Oliver Heldens. Yep, I've seen him once.
Oh, Tiesto.
Yes, it's kind of annoying because a lot of the people I want to see are playing at the same time.
I know that's gonna be really hard.
Because it's like, and I don't want to keep moving around too much, but I've never been to Escapade. This is my first time going to Escapade.
So I went so long ago, 2016, when I got back from Korea. We went to Escapade, like me, Roxy, Anita, a couple other people. Don't really remember.
Okay.
And then didn't really go for a while. COVID, blah blah blah. Worked last year. And then I said I was going to work again this year, but now just so many of our friends are going, coming from like BC, like Toronto, like Montreal. I'm like, I would have so much FOMO if I was working, like I have to go.
And you'd want to hang out with us, and you'd just be like, but I have to go work,
Yeah.
and it would just not be good. We convinced you not to do that.
Exactly. And even though like you do make really good money working it, it's a really long day. Like you're working like a 12-hour day. It's exhausting. It's like nonstop. So I'd rather just enjoy it and have fun. I was like, oh, maybe I'll work and I'll just like hang out with you guys after. I'm like, no.
You're gonna be so tired.
You're
No,
so tired.
No, don't do it.
I'm so
excited. It's gonna be so good. I'm really excited. I haven't been to a festival or rave or anything like that in so long.
Oh my gosh.
That it's going to be interesting. I'm excited to see what everyone wears. I don't know what people wear to these things anymore. I feel like I've been out of it for too long. Like people were wearing flower crowns when I was going to freaking raves.
Oh my god, yeah, I'm pretty sure I wore one when I went to festival too. Yeah, I honestly, in working last year, you're just like so busy and your head is like just like in the weeds, like making all these drinks. Like I was trying to think, I'm like, what did people wear last year? I'm like, I don't even remember what anyone wore last year.
Okay, so it could be chill.
Like some people are, it's kind of like Coachella in a way where like I feel like some people are gonna show up in like jeans and a fucking top. There's gonna be those girls that literally wear like thong bikinis, and then there's gonna be like people in between that like are wearing cute outfits. Like, maybe they have like a theme going on.
Maybe they have merch.
Maybe they have merch. We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited. Hopefully the weather gods bless us. Last year was a heat wave.
I don't want it to be too hot, but I want it to be warm.
I want it
so
to be like in the
24,
mid-20s. Yeah,
25.
mid-20s. I want it to still be warm at night because I don't want to wear something where it's hot in the day, and then at night we're freezing our bums off.
I didn't even think of that.
And then the mosquitoes come out.
Oh no! Oh my god! Please don't do that to us.
So with this warm weather too, it's clearly patio season is in full effect.
And I just feel like in the summer, it's so easy to just be like on a weeknight, let's go out for drinks. Let's go do this. Let's go do that.
Because now the sun's out till like 9 o'clock. Like, look, it's 8:04 right now.
It's still bright outside.
As hell.
Oh my god! I know. I'm so excited. And you went to karaoke recently, and I think we're going this weekend.
My god, Romina!
So I'm so excited.
Karaoke is so fun.
It's a time.
I thrive in karaoke.
I love it. What's your like go-to karaoke song?
I don't have a go-to.
Okay.
I like to switch it up every time.
Every time, just do it. Do you usually go with someone or do you alone?
I like to go up with someone. I think it's more fun, but I'll go alone too. But what I liked, like, so when we went to karaoke last time, we were at like this bar/restaurant called, oh my god, I always call it Rainbow, but it's not Rainbow. What is it? It's on Bank Street. Oh my god, Matt's gonna kill me. I forget what it's called. Anyway, It's this little bar on Bank Street. But it's like anyone that's there can participate, and you like on this card you write 3 songs that you'd want to sing, and then you give it to the DJ, and he's like, okay, like next up is Romina, and after Romina is Tash Money, and then he picks one of your songs, so you go up or someone can go up with you. But I really like the rooms that you can rent.
Those
not
are
rent,
way
but like
fun. Yeah.
you go there, you're with a group, you like buy food, buy drinks, and it's just like you and like your 10 closest friends.
Because you can go crazy on those times. Yes.
Like with strangers, it's like a little more intimidating, but with your friends,
you can go crazy. You can do all the rap songs.
exactly.
You can, like,
Yeah, I know what song. I know what my first song is going to be though when we go. I have a song picked out that I've been jamming to. It's a millennial song. It's like 2000s. And
I'm excited. We should do a song together.
We should do several songs together.
I'm excited.
Are you kidding? And I have to make Matt go up because last time he didn't go up, he was too nervous.
Aw.
So got to get him nice and drunk.
Yeah, I was going to say, you need a few drinks in you to do it.
Literally before I went up to do the karaoke song that I did, what did I sing? I sang Fall Out Boy, Sugar We're Going Down Swinging.
Oh, so
and
good.
my friend Josh came up with me, but before I was like, I need a shot of tequila right freaking now.
Otherwise, I'm not going up.
Yeah, so took a shot of tequila, and then I was like, somebody come with me. And then Josh was like, yeah, I'll come with you. And
oh my God.
we rocked out. It was sick.
Last time I did it, it was like Rihanna, Please Don't Stop the Music. But there was these like high school girls that like came up and started dancing, and I started singing, and these girls, Hannah was there, and she came up and I had like a little groupies.
God, you would have groupies.
And it was so funny. I was like trying to do like some dance. I was like, hey guys, we're gonna do like this now. Like it was a whole thing.
That's amazing too. I didn't have the pod back then. You could be like, by the way, guys, I have a podcast.
Yeah, follow me, please. Thank you. There were a bunch of Gen Z girls wearing ripped jeans and a cute top.
Fun pants and
fun pants.
That's insane. Tell me about lime concentrate.
I don't know why. Did you get that? Okay, we're just gonna cut that.
No, I don't think I did.
Okay, we're just gonna cut that out.
I'm gonna delete that.
Okay, one thing I found that was fun that we did when I was at the conference, because that night, like, we pretty much just got together as a group and just drank in someone's hotel room or whatever. And one of the things we did one of the nights was just go around and say something about yourself that no one in that room would know about you. And at first I was like, oh, I hate these icebreaker games.
Yeah.
Like, it's so annoying. But it ended up being really fun because, first of all, we were all drinking, so then people were just saying random things, but it was just like, you would think that, especially with like these coworkers I've worked with for so long, I'm like, I know everything about you. Like, I know most things, but it was actually kind of fun. And I feel like if you're drinking, you can kind of make it a fun game to be like, go around, and if someone knows that thing, then you have to drink or something. You have to come up with something that nobody knows.
That's fun. Yeah. What was the thing that you said?
I said that I worked at Swiss Chalet because none of them really knew that.
How do they not know
I know.
that?
I was like, I worked from my like hostess days all the way up, and they were just like, wait, really? I was like, I literally worked at Swiss Chalet.
You're a chalet girl.
I'm a chalet girl.
That's a good one to have in your back pocket.
Yeah, just was like,
I feel like it would be hard to do. I guess it's a good icebreaker, but like, let's say it was like our group of friends. I feel like it would be hard.
So hard.
I feel like we know so much about each other, maybe too much.
It would have to be like from like your childhood or something, you know? Oh, what else? I said something else too, because I was part of like Angie's Models.
Oh my God, I remember Angie's Models.
So I was part of Angie's Models, and I had to go and I had to do an audition, and I had to walk down a runway, and they were so savage. They would literally be like, nope. Yes. Nope. Yes. Like, they literally told us to get into these groups. Now thinking about it, I'm like, this was so bad for like, and I was like 12 years old or something. Yeah. So like, that's kind of like fucked up. Anyway, so then I had to do like, I had acting classes on Saturdays. My dad would drive me.
I didn't know this about you.
See, like random things.
This makes so much sense, because when we do like any like TikTok or anything, like, you kill it. You're so good.
I remember one of the things with commercials we had to do was shake and bake. You know those little like things,
the bag of shake
and bake, and I had to like make.
Is this on YouTube? Can we search this and find it?
I don't know. No, probably not.
Do you have unlimited amounts of shake and bake now for the rest of your life?
No.
I just open your pantry right now, just pouring out shake and bakes.
Oh my God. But that's like a random thing that no one knew about me. Wow. So I said that too after the Chalet one. But yeah, it's a fun game to go around and just say these like things.
Or it's like two truths and a lie.
Yes.
That's fun too. Yeah. Because then you would just have like, well, I guess it'd be two truths that people wouldn't guess about you, and then a lie. I like that game too.
Yeah, that one's really good.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
So fun.
Okay, should we do a little health and wealth?
Yes.
I feel like we have a lot to talk about.
We have so much to talk about. Okay. I have a little update from our boy Peter Atea that we love now. He talked about Ozempic, and that he said something that not a lot of people, I feel like, know. When you are losing weight normally, you're typically losing more fat than muscle. Like, let's say you're losing weight naturally, like you're going on a diet. Yeah. Typically, you're obviously losing body weight, and then you're losing muscle if you're not eating enough protein.
And chances are, like, if you are trying to lose weight, you have a lot of fat to lose and not a lot of muscle yet, really.
Yes. But on Ozempic, you're losing mostly muscle, 2/3 muscle that you're losing, and only a quarter or a third body fat. So a lot of these people are losing weight, but they're actually becoming fatter. So if you look at a lot of the people who are on Ozempic, they might look thinner to you, but they're actually fatter on the inside. Yeah. They're just losing muscle mass.
You want your muscle too.
Yeah.
Like that's not gonna, like, if you're trying to like look thin and lean, I feel like you want to have that muscle definition. You
exactly.
not have the muscle.
Yeah. So that's just something to keep in mind. He mentioned that like a lot of these celebrities and stuff that are using Ozempic, it's just something to keep in mind that you're losing a lot more muscle than you are body fat.
Do you think a lot of the girls on Selling Sunset are on Ozempic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also, it's those outfits that they wear. If you go back to season 1 of Selling Sunset,
they're wearing jeans and a cute top.
They're literally wearing jeans and a cute top.
Yeah. Not even fun pants. Now, jeans and a cute top.
It's like, now they're wearing like these outfits they can't even sit in.
No, they have full on stylists, like full on, like so many people are part of that production. It's insane.
Yeah.
Quickly, maybe tell me about mouth taping.
Okay, so last little update I've been doing, and he also talks, I don't know if it was him or some other like health person on one of these podcasts talked about mouth taping. So we talked about how when you go on runs, you should be breathing through your nose. Yeah. I think it was Andrew Huberman or one of these guys were saying, typically you should be breathing through your nose all the time. And if you when you breathe through your mouth, you're actually changing the formation of your face. And so they actually there was like a natural experiment where this girl, like she had like a hamster in her room and her nose was clogged for like several years, and her face actually changed shape, and they got rid of the hamster. Her nostrils like opened up and her face literally changed from overnight. Like when you're sleeping, typically if you're not trained to like breathe out of your nose, like you're going to breathe through your mouth, and breathing through your mouth actually isn't good for you for many reasons, but also it actually is changing the formation of your jaw and like your face. And over time, your chin actually kind of starts to go in. And it's actually crazy. Like they show the before and after photos. I'll like post it on the pod. Insane. So he suggests mouth taping, and you just take medical grade tape and you just put a little strip over your mouth. You don't need to close it shut where like you can't breathe at all out of your mouth. You can breathe out of your mouth still, but it's kind of training your body to breathe out of your nose because it's a little bit more difficult to breathe out of your mouth. And I've been doing it at night, and it's been kind of good. Like honestly, I don't know if it's made any difference yet, but I find that my dreams are a lot more like vivid.
Really?
Yeah. Way more vivid dreams.
I've been having really vivid dreams lately. Side note. Yeah. I find when I fall asleep, like when I wake up, like I'm definitely like have my mouth open when I'm sleeping, but I don't think I'm breathing out of my mouth.
It's just like you have it open.
But I just feel like my mouth opens a lot when I sleep.
And your mouth is dry when you wake up a lot, or
in the wintertime? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Try it. Just try it for like 1 or 2 nights. Just see how it goes.
Yeah.
It like honestly, I don't know if it just helps me sleep more now, but
I'm gonna steal a piece of tape before I leave.
Yeah, literally, just do it. You can use any tape, even like Scotch tape is fine. You can use any tape.
And you can't like. What if you stop breathing through your nose? You're not gonna like.
No, because the way you put the tape is so lightly that you can still breathe.
Okay.
Like you kind of like you tape it a little bit. Yeah, not too much.
Okay, I'm gonna try it.
Try it.
Try these crazy things.
Yeah, hair rollers, mouth tape,
F1 shows and shit. Okay, guys, we're off to Toronto.
By the time you guys listen to this, we will be recording our guest episode.
Yes, check out our stories because we have lots of fun plans this weekend.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Take along with us.
Yes. Okay, thanks for listening. Make sure you subscribe, go check out our TikTok. We're blowing the frig up. So
oh my gosh.
If you're not like on our TikToks, what are you doing?
You're sleeping on us.
You're sleeping.
Mouth tape.
Okay, thanks for listening, guys. Love you. Bye.